welcome to my channel. This is Amy with Amy Katz Colors, and today I am super excited to share with you this video where I do my childhood coloring book collection. It is a throwback to books that I had when I was growing up as a child or youth, young adulthood. I'm not going to say that these are all of my books because at this point I'm not entirely sure if I've kept all of them, but I'd say it's pretty representative of the books that I had growing up because we did a pretty good job of holding on to these because they meant something, right? They mean something. I loved coloring, from the very beginning. Coloring was very different back when I was a child. These books are very different. They're mainly colored in with crayon, but I thought this would be a really fun and interesting video, to come up with to do because I just thought this was so cool. And you'll notice as I'm kind of going through these things that some of the topics of some of the books continue to be inspiration for themes or characters and stuff that's still out there today or applicable today. And actually some of them, there's probably adult coloring book versions of some of the stuff that I'm going to share with you. It's a rather large stack, so I'm going to kind of start rolling through this. This is like less than half. I'm going to move it out of the way here as I get started. But one of the things that I was going to say before I get started is that I'm not going to show like every single page that was completed in these things. That really wasn't my intent. One of the other things that I noticed when I was kind of flipping through them though was there aren't a lot of pages, in all honesty, that have been colored in some of the books. I will stop and show you the one that's been colored in, or a few of them that have been colored in the most, but I think that's because, and I was struggling to remember, but I think it's because, a lot of these books have the easy tear out pages. And I think, as a child, one of the things that I used to do, if I colored a page, I think I would tear it out and like post it somewhere, like bedroom wall, refrigerator, gave it to a parent, to a grandparent. But I think that is what was happening back then, and it explains why, because I was like, why in the world? Some of these coloring books, I was like, there's not a lot colored in here, but we know how that is, even with our adult coloring books, right? I mean, it's probably that I had a lot of coloring books back then as well, and didn't necessarily color my haul. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to share with you my childhood coloring book collection. So this one's up first, no particular order. These are not grouped by theme or year that they came out or anything like that. But this one is Barbie and Rockers, a giant coloring book with easy tear out pages from Golden. Was available in the US, $1.49. Great stuff. So I will open this one. It's the first one I'm sharing, just to kind of share some of the images. So a lot of these coloring books, when I was growing up, they're this paper, a lot of them are double-sided, with on the easy side of the prints, but mainly, like I said, there's some marker. So like this is a water-based marker. This was crayon, but this was a really cool one. I really like it. So, and I grew up, I think a lot of these books are from late 80s, early 90s. All right. Next up, big coloring book. I love how some of the stickers from the retailers are still on here too. Toy Liquidators, 99 cents. I don't even know what Toy Liquidators is now at this point, but this is a fun one. Lots, very like preschool, simple images where we're learning, names and words and stuff. So that one. Super Pad Coloring and Activity Book. KB Toy Stores, I do remember, and I very much loved shopping and going into KB Toys. This one is a vertical flip here with very simple images. How cool is that? All right, another Barbie one. I loved Barbie. This one's just Barbie, another golden book, and really cool. So one of the things that I thought about doing as I pulled these out, because I haven't colored in these in ages. I have not touched these. I mean, they're basically there as like a, you know, a collection, or, you know what I mean? Like an archive of things, like memories. But some of these, I think it'd be really cool to maybe, because of the supplies that I like to use now, maybe I don't want to color in this with just crayon. Wouldn't it be cool, like, to just photocopy it onto some, like, regular copy paper, Amazon paper, and then color some of these? I think that would be so cool. So I'm definitely gonna do that, I think. That's cool. Pokey Little Puppies First Christmas, also from Golden. I don't know if you all remember this character. He made an appearance in quite a few of the Golden books. Very cute character. These are kind of cute images. But yeah, very simple. Loved that. This one is Christmas Jumbo Fun. That's a huge book. Okay. So I think names of cousins and stuff. So some of these, yeah, did get colored in. But I loved coloring. I think most of us in the coloring community who, not everyone, I know not everyone always colored or liked to color, but I know a lot of us did. I always enjoyed coloring. Let's Have a Picnic, a color by number book from Golden. Fun stuff. And I really enjoyed color by number back then. I remember it specifically. This is the Sesame Street Grover's Book of Colors. Good job. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't start dating or initial and dating my pages until much later. So some of these, I have no idea when these were colored, or even if I was the one coloring them, because some of these were probably located at my grandparents' house. And like, I saw some names on the one page. I had cousins and stuff too, a brother, like we could have friends, could have been multiple people coloring them. All right, Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse and Friends. Like I said, if you've watched some of my other videos at this point, even though my channel is kind of just getting off the ground here, I'm a huge Disney fan, always love Disney. So you'll see that. There's quite a few books in this collection that are Disney. In the Woods, a coloring book from Happy House. This is from Kmart. Who remembers Kmart? I'm not sure if Kmart's still around even, but I know it was for the longest time. This one's really cute. All right, Let's Get Ready for Christmas coloring book from Creative Child Press. Special for $1. How about that? Simple Christmas. You know, there's a current trend in the coloring community now to color simple and easy. So like, I mean, a lot of these children's books, for those looking for those types of books, I mean, you could just go through looking at children's books, honestly. If you're looking for simple. All right, the Puffalumps, Pumpkins to Posies, a coloring book about seasons. I sort of kind of remember this character, but I don't know that I was huge into it. But really cute, actually. I like how it looks like I put stickers on stuff. cute. Okay, another Disney, Walt Disney Storybook Friends from Golden. Got creative, drawing some jewelry on the Ugly Stepsisters. So cute, a lot of Pinocchio in there. I love this. Care Bears coloring book from Happy House. Incidentally, I'd been looking for an adult coloring book. It looked like Coloring Heaven released a Care Bears book a couple years ago. I saw online, but it's no longer available. So I might do what I said and maybe just scan some of these pages in, copy them over and color these, because this is really was kind of looking for. This is the original, this is the OG Care Bears, because there's another version with a different illustrator or a different illustration of Care Bears that's currently out now. So Care Bears Fun and Games. Let's Be Friends Color by Number. This is when they were putting the color code on the back. So cute. So cute. Silent Night, Christmas Night coloring book. Just out of curiosity, let's see if we can find some of the dates on some of these. This one doesn't have it, but I'll look. These are cute. Yeah, don't see it. All right, back to Disney. The Best of Disney, a giant coloring book, again with the easy tear out pages. I think that was pretty common back then. This one has a lot that's been torn out. And some of it's definitely been colored in. This one kind of goes through the alphabet, it looks like. Huh, that's cute. All right, Springtime Coloring Fun, another from Kmart. All right, here you go, 1988. So, dating myself, I'm giving you an approximate timeline or age. I don't mind. I mean, that's no big deal. I turned 40 last year, so I was very much an 80s, 90s, early 90s baby. Or generation. I was an 80s baby. But I identify with a lot of things from the 80s and 90s. Music, culture, pop culture, things. All right. Lady Lovely Locks and the Pixie Tales. Now, I don't really remember this one a whole lot either. Also 1987. But I remember having a doll, like a Barbie doll of this character with the hair, the colors. And they're actually like creatures. These are like little animals. So fun. Again, definitely tore some stuff out of here. I think that's what I used to do. I know my kids do that, or my kids did that, you know, like color something and tear it out and give it to you. I think that's basically what I did. 101 Dalmatians Sticker Fun. I think this is the only one in this collection that's a sticker book like this, but I was obsessed with these. I remember these. I had a bunch of them. I loved them. And what you would do, okay, so here's an example. So there were these stickers, and they are the kind that you could wet and apply, right? Like a sticker. You'd go to that page and apply the sticker and then color the rest of the page, right? Like here's the cow for page 13. I loved doing these. This is the only one that I still have, I guess. Here's a completed page. There's the sticker there. I remember these. Y'all remember this? I was totally into this. I love it. And like here, I went crazy with the stickers and didn't finish coloring them. So I love stickers. I had like sticker collection books. I don't think I have those anymore. I might, but I have not, you know, gone looking for them in the attic or anything like that. All right, giant Christmas coloring and activity book. This one's cool because it's got print in different colors. Fun activity book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coloring book. And this was probably my brother's. I liked the Ninja Turtles too, but I definitely was his thing. I have a younger brother, and he was all about some turtles, and I was all about some Little Mermaid. So there will be quite a few Little Mermaid coloring books here coming up. But again, OG Ninja Turtles, Leonardo. So fun. Another one from Kmart. This one's Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid Flip and Fun Activity Pad. So it's one that flips vertically. A lot of different activities. I remember, I don't have any in this stack, and I think it's because they're with my books from my childhood, but I liked the pads like this that were tiny. And I loved them. I had so many of them growing up, and all the different holidays. They were really good for like Easter baskets and stockings at Christmas. And I think stuff like that still exists. But I loved those. Love them things. One of my favorites for real though, Rainbow Brite. And I do have an adult coloring book that came out several years ago before, I think I got it before the pandemic. That is Rainbow Brite that you'll see in my coloring book collection. But here was an original from childhood. And this has different activities and things in it, like a lot of the children's books do have a lot of dot to dot. That's really cute. I did a good job if that was me. I think it was. A lot of dot to dot. Some of them have word searches. Some of them have scramble words. You know, that's really good too. Look at that one. Activities like that. So it says a dot maze book. So there you go. There's mazes in there too. All right, here we go. It's my girl Ariel, the Little Mermaid from Disney, a coloring book. So a lot of these again were from Golden Books. Loved Little Mermaid. Look, these are the neon crowns. I can tell. I remember when those came out. I don't know that too many of them in here. This might be one that I have to copy in color, because actually they're pretty good in terms of the amount of detail here. So that would be great. Star Wars. We are also big fans of Star Wars, my husband and I. This was another easy tear out pages. This came out maybe more recently. Let's see. This might have been when I was in middle school or high school. Yeah, 1997. I remember. And that's when I was super big into Star Wars, was I think in high school, when I like really started watching them all and collecting stuff. Colored pretty. Actually, look, I colored quite a bit in here. So this was, okay, so I would categorize this as being a book that I've actually colored a lot in, but this would have been like when I was in high school, so still childhood. Cool stuff. The Lion King was another one that Disney movie, animated movie that I really loved. And it would have been middle school that I really got into The Lion King, like 6th grade. 1994. I did sign here. So I know I did that one. Oh, that was a friend of mine. It's a little different. Lion King. Another Love, Aladdin. 1992. And this was one that had different activities and matching and code deciphering and all stuff like that, which is pretty typical. This must be, oh, because they want you to cut stuff out. Got it. All right. Pocahontas. Also loved Pocahontas. I live in Virginia, so I remember when the movie came out, like, big deal. Pocahontas was a big deal because we're pretty close to Jamestown. And I remember going to Jamestown. I mean, we went to Jamestown a lot, you know, field trips for school and whatnot. But I remember going just for fun that summer, I think after the movie came out or something. And I had my Pocahontas t-shirt on and touring Jamestown and all that. That's beautiful. I love that page. So again, I would have been like middle school, high school, and started coloring this. And I started from the beginning and kind of was working my way through. That might be as far as I got, but yeah, it's a nice coloring book. This is an older one, Moon Dreamers, and I remember this. I remember having, again, the little dolls and characters of these to play with, like the toys. I remember them from that. Let's see. This I can't tell you the date. It's been torn out. Let's see. Really cute characters. It's been colored in. Moon Dreamers. Here's another Pocahontas. I probably had to buy both of them. I don't know if this one's been, oh, there's a page, colored in as much. There's definitely some in here. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love to color. All right, fairy tales, Disney's fairy tale puzzles, see a word, crossword, mazes, and more. There's a bunch of activities. Looks like a lot of them were done. Loved it. And stuff like that. Another favorite, Beauty and the Beast from KB Toy Store. This one's actually thicker, feels a lot thicker than the other books. There's definitely more in here. Again, this might be one that I'll have to copy some pages and do like some coloring with maybe alcohol markers or something like that, or colored pencil. Not that you couldn't do that in here, I just would appeal to me more at this point, because a lot of these pages too are not white, right? You can see they're, most of the books, they're off white, yellow even. Here's another Lion King, and I think this is the one that I have colored a lot in. This book belongs to Amy. Let's see, 1994, so a little bit older, middle school, high school, probably middle school. And I like how I added my own little backgrounds here. So I started doing that early on. This was all with crayon, and I can say that this all would have been Crayola crayons, because I did get frustrated with you know, the other cheaper crayons that were out there at the time, that they just didn't, the quality just wasn't there, and they just didn't do as well, or you had to press a lot harder because they just weren't as pigmented. But I love that I did this. It was really cool. So that ends the ones that were kind of like in a frame. But yeah, I was like, whoa, I really must have wanted to complete this book, because I did a lot. I know that I didn't, because there's a few at the back that haven't been completed, but look at that. I don't think I did this. Oh yeah, it says that I did. That's crazy. Yep, so, and then there's a few at the back that I didn't do, but most of this book is completed. All right, just a few more. So here's another Little Mermaid, and I remember this book. It's beautiful. I love the color on the cover, but I remember this book specifically. I think there's still a lot that's uncolored. I don't know if it's because some of them have been torn or what, but I love this book. All right, Garfield, which just saw the new movie a little bit ago. I love Garfield. I've always loved Garfield. I was looking for an adult coloring book of Garfield. I did see one featured on someone's channel the other week, but had a hard time finding the book. I don't know that it's available. It might be one of those things where I might be able to get a used copy from like an eBay or something like that. But if any of you all know of a good Garfield adult coloring book, that would be cool, because that's something that I don't own. I own this though, and so I might be able to, if it's not too terribly colored in. Though this one has a lot of activities though, it looks like. I was gonna say I could use some of these. Look how different and unique this is. Colors. I might not have much to choose from here. No, doesn't look like I do. It doesn't look like there's a lot left. So yeah, I mean, there's that one. If y'all know, I'm almost at my last book. I know I owned another Garfield book. I don't know if I still have it and it's just somewhere else or not, but this is what majority of my childhood coloring books that I could find. And then last but not least, Barbie, A Trip to Santa Fe. So another Barbie book. And lots, I love just the different outfits, the fashion, the costumes that all the Barbie books have. I think they're really cool. It's really neat. And these have been colored in. Like there's a combination of some marker and crayon in this one. So 1990. So folks, that completes my childhood coloring book collection for the books that I could find. I think it's really neat that these books have survived for so long, and kind of, you know, they were stored, they were boxed up and stored in the attic, in our attic. And I think it's really cool. You know, as I was preparing to start my coloring YouTube channel, I was trying to think of different videos that I could do that would be different or fun to talk about. And so I immediately thought about this because I was like, man, it'd be cool. I think people would be interested just to see like examples of old books, at least as a throwback to some of the things we were, you know, interested in growing up. I don't know that I've seen anything like that yet. I'm sure there's probably some videos out there. I'd be excited to find them, so I will look. But as I said, you know, it's not a bad idea if you aren't really interested in coloring in a children's coloring book because of the paper, but you own some of these books, might you consider, like I said, you know, you could scan and print this onto copy paper, and then, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about the bleeding if you wanted to do like alcohol markers, or you could use something else, whatever you want to use, because it's this kind of paper it is. I would say for all the supplies that we use now for adult coloring, it's like may not work too well. I don't know. Is anyone out there that's watching like still color in children's coloring books? Do you have any advice for that? Do you have any comments about it? Because I haven't. I wouldn't have colored in a children's coloring book unless I were just like hanging out with some kids or something and needed something to do to pass the time and grabbed a book. But I can't specifically say that I really remember coloring too much in a children's coloring book in a really long time. So that's it, and I'm sure that I probably have more to say that I just can't think of at the moment, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you have not done so already. I appreciate your support, and I look forward to giving you another video next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.